Okay, so somebody asked me one time, do flies pollinate anything? And I'm gonna try to catch this without this fly flying off. Hopefully I can catch it. I don't know if I have him in frame or not. I can't see that good, y'all. Did he leave? No, he's there. Y'all see him there? So flies do pollinate, in case you're wondering. Um, are they disgusting? Yeah. Not even gonna lie to you. They're quite disgusting. But I just wanted to show that right quick. And let me see. Ooh, I got some collar seeds right there. I need to sprinkle somewhere else. So I let my collars self-seed themselves. And when I seen the babies coming up, I cut down a lot of the stuff in here that was in the way. I just cut a lot of that stuff down. I just kind of scattered the seeds, let the seeds scatter themselves, however you want to look at it. I did the same thing in that bed up there. But that ain't really what I want to show y'all. I just was kind of out here still doing stuff. Looking around after it rained. After it rained, the garden is so vibrant after it rains. That's why I hate it in the summertime when we get to these parts where it don't rain, because it's like you kind of don't see that vibrancy when it's raining. Let me tell y'all something about cowpeas, and maybe this is just me. Y'all tell me. My cowpeas always have aphids. Always. Like, it never fails. Like, it's ants on there right now, but in this case, where you see the ants first before you even see the aphids, in cases like this, the ants probably did carry the aphids up here. But, like, I don't see aphids yet, but I see ants. But you can see peas, blooms. But that's just what my cowpeas do. And I think I've shown it before. I don't really... Fee, allow him to play with you. I don't really worry about the aphids on my cowpeas because they never slow them down. If you've ever grown them, they're so vigorous. It's like, I don't even worry about the aphids. Like, there's no point. Because, like, the only time I really worry about the aphids is if, like, the new little blooms are just completely covered in aphids. And the aphids are sucking those new little blooms dry. In those cases, yeah, I blast the aphids off that new little fragile growth, because those are your growing tips. If the aphids kill that, it won't grow anymore. Well, your plant will branch off. Like I said, cowpeas are so vigorous to where it's ridiculous. But I did want to show y'all this, though, in case y'all ain't never seen this before. So this is pretty much concentrated garlic juice. And I didn't show me using this the first time I used it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all what I use to spray it with. But while I go get that, I'm gonna talk. They have more than one brand of that stuff, but I got it on Amazon. And I'm trying to remember what I paid for it. Let's say 20, 25 bucks, something like that. But it's a concentrate, so you dilute it. Well, you can dilute it and spray it, or I have a sprayer that will dilute it for me. A sprayer that I can hook to the water hose and it'll dilute it for me. Now, I got that because the mosquitoes were so outrageous. Y'all know how the mosquitoes tear me up every single year. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter. They tear me up. So I had this sprayer, and I just got through using it not too long ago. But I have this sprayer. You hook it to your water hose. It has little numbers on top. So you can, and it tells you what the concentrations are. It tells you what the ounces and all that. It gives you the instructions, how to use it and all that stuff. And on the bottle, it gives you a recommendation as to what you should dilute it down to. So it's very easy for you to figure out, okay, so if I put so many ounces in here, and it tells you, you know, like number 1 is an ounce per gallon. I'm just using an arbitrary number. I don't know what it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. Or 2 is like 2 ounces per gallon. So as you're spraying the hose, as 1 gallon of water comes out, it siphons 1 ounce of this, or whatever the number is. It siphons that amount out of here. So you put your liquid in here, like this barrier, you would put it in here, hook this into your hose, and then dial it in where you want it. With stuff like that, that's an insect repellent. I'm not going to say what they recommend isn't what you should do, which like you shouldn't follow the recommendations, but what I'm saying is it's not that critical. Because basically how that garlic stuff is working is bugs don't like the smell of the garlic smell. So they would naturally avoid where that smell is. So if you did the concentration a little strong, it's not really going to affect anything because it's not going to kill anything because it's just concentrated garlic juice. It's not anything that's toxic or anything like that to where you have to worry about, oh my God, it's going to kill my plants, it's going to hurt my pets, it's going to hurt my kids, it's going to, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And that's the kind of stuff that I like because these mosquitoes is ridiculous. And yes, I do in my rainwater, I still use dunks, I still use all of that. It's just like the mosquitoes were so bad this year, the city was out spraying for mosquitoes, spraying that poison they spray. Yeah, I know when they put that tank on the back of the trucks and drive up and down the street. They was spraying early this year. Like March, they was spraying. That's how bad the mosquitoes were. So I knew it wasn't just me when I came outside one day and seen the city truck spraying. So I'm saying all that to say, now that I've used that garlic spray about twice, I can confirm that stuff works pretty doggone good. I can't even front and lie to you. If you struggle with mosquitoes, even if your property is small, that just means that bottle will last longer for you. That's all it means. You can use less of it. It'll go further for you. It's real simple. If you don't have one of these, and you don't have to get a sprayer exactly like this, but I'm sure you guys have seen these siphon things that you put on your hose. You can find them at your, it probably won't look exactly like this. I won't lie, I paid a little bit more for this one because it's brass up here. Basically, it's not the cheapy. Y'all, I don't like buying stuff over and over again. I prefer stuff that I can take apart, rebuild. I don't buy plastic cheap shit over and over again because you're wasting your money. By the time you have bought that 3 or 4 times, you could have bought one good one that will last. See, that's brass. Yeah, the bottle's plastic, but everything else is metal. And you can get replacement bottles for that. So, but your mileage may vary because you may not have the funds for all of that. And maybe all you got is the funds for the $5 one that's all plastic that'll wear out, pretty fast. But if that's all you got and you need it, do what you can do till you can do better. But that y'all don't understand. That's why I got 8 different hustles. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, get out here and hustle. Like, hustle. You need more than one income stream. That's why. Because guess what? Money ain't something I worry about. I ain't saying I'm rich. But what I'm saying is money is something I don't worry about. If it's quality, I pay for it. Period. Like, versus when I was poor, I was always wishing I could get quality and be like, I can't afford it. I ain't got. Nah, that means you need to hustle harder. When you can't afford it, means you need to hustle a little bit harder. So yeah, get you a siphon sprayer of some site. They make fertilizer ones too. I think Miracle Grow makes one that you can hook onto your hose that siphons their liquid Miracle Grow out of it. That'll work too. You can use that. So if you already have one of those, or it tells you how to mix this stuff to where you can mix it in a bucket. And if all you have is a little, let's say you have some 409 cleaner that you done ran out of and you reuse in that little spray bottle, or you got a cheap little spray bottle you got from the Dollar Tree, mix that stuff in a bucket. Put your water in the bucket, pour the amount of barrier it tells you to pour in there. Mix it up. It's not toxic. You can put your hands in it. Like I said, it's just garlic juice. It's just gonna be diluted garlic juice. And use if that's what you have to do. If you got to use that, or if you got a little pump sprayer or something like that, whatever you got. If you have to douse buckets of it on the ground, whatever, I don't care. Hey, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all, this stuff here, it works pretty good. Do the mosquitoes be gone completely? No. But it is over 80% better now that I have this. And I'm going to be real with you. If you live in areas like this where you don't own that next to you and you can't control how much woods, y'all don't understand how much stuff. Miss Cynthia mentioned it. She ain't lying. Y'all don't understand how much stuff grow in there. from bugs. That gives a haven for mosquitoes, birds. I mean, it's good and bad. It's a double-edged sword. It gives a haven for mosquitoes, ticks, birds, possums, groundhogs, all kind of stuff. I mean, be up in there, you know. And I love nature and stuff like that too. But the mosquitoes, I can't handle it because y'all be tearing me up, and I ain't trying to get west now. So I just wanted to pass that on to y'all and let some of y'all know that, if you into that type of thing, or if you was wondering if it worked, for me it works. Like I'm standing out here now. I sprayed that about 3 or 4 days ago. I'm standing out here now. I'm not getting ate up, and I don't have no repellent on. And normally I'm getting ate up. Now, if I stand out here long enough, will I get 1 or 2 bites? Yeah. Now let me tell you this here. After it rains, I have noticed it can, like, if it rains like a light shower once, I have noticed that the effects are still there. But after about, like, if it rains heavy, or if it's 2 or 3 good showers, I have noticed that it's washed away. So understand that it is that type of product. But anybody that uses any kind of natural organic products, they know that already. They know that that's how those products work. Water will eventually wash them away. Something else you might need to know. I don't know if I ever showed y'all this. I planted some jack pumpkins out here just to see. I kind of wanted to see if they would just like take over. Y'all see where my grass kind of stops? All of this used to be woods. If y'all never seen my old video where I chopped all this stuff down, that's why grass and stuff really don't grow that good back here. It's starting to reach, if you notice. It's starting to reach out this way. But y'all, I'm not for all that buying all that sod and all this stuff. Nope. More power to those that do that, I be seeing Steady Gardener. I like watching him, fix little patches in his grass and all that kind of. That's cool. I don't care. I'm not spending money on that. I'm gonna be honest and say I think that's a man thing, because my daddy was like that. My daddy would go and spend $2,000 to go get sod. He had the whole yard ripped up, spent $2,000 to get sod, had irrigation put in and everything. We had sprinkler systems, in the yard, all that kind of stuff. So that's just kind of how I grew up. Like, when you want what you want, you get out here and hustle for it and get it. So that's where I kind of get that mentality from. But yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty and it feel good and I like it, but I'll wait on you to do it. Like the grass, I'll wait on the grass to do it. I'm not finna pay for that. Like where my fire pit was, it's finally filling in. But yeah, if y'all remember, all of this, like all of that, like all of this was jungle. The previous, so I was kind of planting some stuff, just experimental stuff, just to see if those pumpkins would, like, because they could trail out here and I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? Like, I actually would want them to trail out and kind of smother out some of this other bull that I don't want. So it's an experiment. We'll see how it goes. We haven't really been getting that much water, so they may not do that well. But if they don't, it's all good. I'll just plant something more vigorous. I'm also going to do a mint experiment. They keep saying mint is invasive. I want to see. I won't lie. I'm thinking about just throwing mint seeds all over the ground. And if it come up and if my lawn turns into all mint, I don't care. Mint will also deter stuff. It'll deter rats. It'll deter squirrels. They don't like none of that. They don't like the smell. The garlic, they say, will also deter some animals. I don't think it'll deter all of them, but it'll deter some. So yeah, those are things that I'm kind of thinking about and experimenting about. But I just want to pass that on to y'all about this stuff. Oh, when you spray this stuff, your yard will smell like a piece of real for a little bit. Meaning, it's going to smell garlicky. It's, smell like you're cooking. That's what it's going to smell like. If you don't like the smell of garlic, put a mask on. I mean, I don't know what to really tell you. I don't have a problem with the smell of garlic. But I just want to warn y'all of that. But however, the strong smell that you smell while you're spraying it, in about an hour it dies down, and it's not perceptible to humans. Now, animals, insects, etc., it is perceptive too. But keep in mind that our noses are much less sensitive than other mammals, cats, dogs, deer, whatever you got, possums, woodchucks, groundhogs, whatever. Our noses aren't as strong as theirs. And for insects, they don't necessarily smell it. It's something about the chemical compound of garlic, something. But it's not technically a smell thing, because I don't think bugs actually smell like we do. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I haven't found any cons to the products. I sprayed it all over my garden too. And when I sprayed it on my garden, I noticed less bugs, less of the actual pests. My assassin bugs, it didn't kill any bugs, but I noticed it repelled. Like, I haven't had nearly as many vine borers on my squash, and I've sprayed my squash maybe like 2 times. I haven't had nearly as many of those cabbage moths laying them. I spray my greens, I spray everything. I spray my fruit trees. It has not burned. It has not done anything to my plants. And I have been filming and showing y'all my plants since I've sprayed it. So, like, it's nothing for me to hide. Like, if something was going on with my stuff, y'all would know it because you would see it. So yeah, I would recommend that. Like I said, they have more than one. If you type in garlic barrier and this doesn't come up, look for garlic insect repellent, because that's a more general term. So if you type in garlic insect repellent on Google, Amazon, wherever, you should see some product. And pretty much what you want to look for is, you see the active ingredients there. So the active ingredient garlic is 30%. Inert ingredients, water, 69.3%. Citric acid, 0.5%. Potassium sorbate, 0.2%, and that's a total of 100%. So you can see right there that nothing in that is going to be toxic. Everything in that is going to be, and like for instance, even if you don't know what citric acid is, that's in oranges, all that kind of stuff. That's basically, I don't want to say it's vitamin C, which I get what I'm saying. Potassium sorbate, not exactly sure what that is, but it's 0.2%. Come on, y'all. That means all the rest of this is, the vast majority is water, 70%, almost. And the garlic is 30. You see what I'm saying? Only 0.7% is other stuff. So, sometimes when you're looking at stuff, if you're wondering, just how much of stuff is. This is made by Garlic Research Labs. It's in California. It's in Glendale, California. And it kind of tells you all the different stuff. Aphids, beetles, borers, caterpillars, cutworms, earthworms, fruit flies, thrips, scale. I'm kind of skipping around. I'm not reading all the way down. But you can kind of see, if you already want to pause that and look at that and see what it tells you to shake well. It's just an all-purpose. And I've used it 2 or 3 times, and I've got more than half of this left. I think I got like 2/3 of this left. So I would recommend it. This one or any other one that the ingredient list is very, very similar. The ones I saw online, most of them, they pretty much were mostly garlic juice and water. So yeah, if you got any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you guys have tried any of this stuff before, or you think about trying it, or whatever, let me know in the comment section, or if you ever heard of it, or you're wondering about it. Yeah, just let me know. Put it in the comment section, and we're gonna keep on rolling through this thing. But y'all know I got to give you the cuteness before we get out of here. For all the people that hate that I have pets, it's just for y'all. So maybe to make them quit watching since they don't like animals. But till next time, I'll see you guys later.